Okay, thank you all everybody for looking at the video. We're just going to do a quick walk around. It has a new windshield, which is secured from Finland. There's a Porsche crest on the hood. As you can tell, it's on there it's bolted on. The window washer system has been changed to an electric motor instead of getting the air pressure from the spare wheel. Spare wheel is below. As you can see, it's never been used. At least the tire is not been used. Put this back. It has adjustable anti-roll bar. I believe it's a 20 millimeter anti-roll bar. Let me turn on the headlights. The original headlights have been replaced with LED type, and then the fog lights are halogen. The original lights come with the sale. So if you don't like LED for nighttime driving, the original lights come with it. The fender wells have a liner in them. It's hard to see in the video, but I'll see if I can post some extra pictures of it. That is on the front as well as the back. And that is to avoid mud from slinging into small crevices, and that's preventing corrosion. Let me close this. I forgot to show you, but I already closed it. So the gasket underneath the hood and around the lights has been replaced, and the springs that hold the hood up have been replaced as well for new ones. On the sides you can see the rocker panels with the Porsche lettering, and then this is fiberglass, they're not from steel. Okay, the rims are 16 inch, 7 inch wide, original Fuchs. And behind the rear wheel, inside you can see the brake calipers have been rebuilt by PMB. Really good job. Blemishes, you can see there's a scratch on the door there. There's some small spots here as well. Okay, door gaps. Let's follow this door gap, which is nice and even. And the door gap on this side, where most of the problems would show, is also nice and even. On the side here you can see that the side marker that would be here and the antenna that would be up there are deleted for just a cleaner look. Okay, when we come to the back, we have the ducktail spoiler. We have Euro lenses, which is Hella. It has the ADAC emblem, which is just a AAA for the German public. The lettering says 914 2.3. That means that the engine size is 2.3, but it's still a 4-cylinder, just with larger cylinders bolted on. I believe the diameter of the cylinders is 103 millimeter. Let's open this up. Inside here, besides new gaskets, you see in this car I'm using struts instead of the spring. Now the spring is still there, and I do have new nylon rollers that can be used. I just like the way it opens up with the struts, but if you like to use the spring, it can easily be just put back in service. You see a lot of new parts on this car, especially like little parts. Most of them come from 914 Rubber website, but a lot of parts also from Auto Atlanta and Tangerine. Passenger side mirror is extra. They didn't come with them, standard. I have to say, all the gaskets and seals, body seals have been replaced, but not the ones on the target top. And you can see there's a small gap here. I think it's a little worse on the other side. Let me go over there for you to see. So you can tell that this gasket should be replaced, because that would be leaking. Typically, I don't park it in the rain, so it's not an issue for me, but it could be an issue for other people. Another problem that I want to point out is that this trim has been installed properly with new clips behind the window when we installed it, except for this corner. I have a hard time getting this to click in place. Maybe the new owner can have a shot at that. For the front rims are in very good condition, but the rear rims, you can see that the anodizing is letting go. So this car is a real driver's car, so you won't win any concours d'elegance with this car, but I assure you, you'll have a lot of fun getting there. Let's go on the inside. Okay, well, welcome in the cockpit. We have an extra gauge in the center console, which is for air fuel mixture. That's the aftermarket radio. And to make it work on Bluetooth, I have a little FM modulator there, and I installed a charger. Like I said, this is a real driver's car, so these are the type of things that makes it more convenient. It has the aftermarket speaker pods with different speakers inside. German style material for the floor mats from 914 Rubber. Okay, the steering wheel. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. The steering wheel is not the original design. It's a little bit smaller and flatter from the bottom to allow for more leg room. This is a look at the shift pattern. If you're not familiar with 914s, then you'll be surprised that it has a dogleg first gear, and it makes shifting between second and third gear easier. It has the aluminum pedals, or they're just aluminum plates that bolt onto the pedals, to be honest. Let's see what else is new. It has the center seat, fire extinguisher. The door cards are in good shape. The steering wheel has a spacer, as you can see, this section. And, because I'm tall, I sit all the way back, but I still want the steering wheel to be closer by. And that's why I have a spacer in there, but the spacer can easily be removed if that's what you desire. Okay, let's open the let's open the engine lid. Okay, engine lid's open. As you can see, it has two carburetors. Because it's a big engine at 2.3 liters, the carburetor size is 44 millimeter. They are MP carburetors, and they have the linkage from Tangerine. You can see the cable system. one cable in and another cable coming out for the slave, which is then the second carburetor on this side. The distributor is from 1 to 3, they call it, as you can see, and that can be programmed with your phone. Just using Bluetooth, you can change the ignition timing. It makes setting the timing very easy on this car. I bought it because I have a problem sticking my head in there, and with the engine spinning at 3000 RPM, a lot of noise. It drives me crazy. So it's just, I can just adjust it with the distributor, which is great. The area of interest that everybody always talks about is the area underneath the battery. The last owner. There's an airplane flying over. The last owner has replaced the battery tray for an aluminum type, so I have to assume that the original was no good anymore. However, the area underneath the battery is still there. What they call the hellhole, a lot of times it's totally gone, but in this car, it's still there. You can see that the engine tins are powder coated light blue, and that is because when I first got the car, my plan was to make it martini colors, but then my wife told me she won't sit in that car unless I paint it yellow, so it ended up being yellow. The original color of the car is blue, and when I got it, it was white, so for me it didn't matter that I was changing the color one more time. Talking about the color, the little tag inside the door has been replaced. I just copied the numbers from the original tag, and the original tag will come with the car. I still have it. So this car, this engine has, it's just a 4-cylinder. The engine, the cylinders are 103 millimeter in diameter. The camshaft is a custom grind camshaft. And of course, most of these things in these cars is done from the bottom. It's a little bit hard to tell. No, I think without the pictures. What you can see there is the bracket from Tangerine Racing that shifts the clutch trolley wheel from a vertical position to a horizontal position for more clearance. With the gas tank in the front and the engine in the back, there's fuel lines that run from the front to the back, and they run through the tunnel. They run through a steel tunnel underneath there, and they've been replaced. Originally plastic, they are now replaced with stainless steel tubing, also from Tangerine Racing. Another part from Tangerine Racing is I think it's like a pressure relief valve. And this one is set higher, so you have more oil pressure running through your engine while you're driving, which is making sure that all the oil gets everywhere. Okay, if you have any more questions about this car, feel free to ask in the comments. And if you need more pictures, I'll be glad to send them over. And thank you for watching.